Hey there, welcome back, and welcome to another episode of Vampyr. So, in this episode, we are going to do some of the side quests of this area, along with
Since the epidemic has passed.
the main quest if possible. Okay, so let's see.
I can't protect the whole city. It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
Okay, go really fast. That's it.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reid!
I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man...
Okay,
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Shornhampton Shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are.
Goodbye.
okay, so this side quest has been dealt with. Now for the other one. No. This is way out of way. I think this is close by. No. Okay, this is our main objective. Then let's read this one. Yeah, let's go there then. So how do we interface now? And this leads you down.
It's been a while since you last paid me a visit.
I came to visit you last night. Don't you recall?
Okay, what?
I'm sorry to say, but you haven't yet paid me for the clock I brought you last time.
The clock? Oh yes, I found a broken clock in the living room and I couldn't remember where it came from.
You broke it? Ah, that is unfortunate. It was such a beautiful piece of work.
Really? Oh, I'm so clumsy these days. I'm so sorry. How much was it?
This'll be enough. I can't make you pay the whole price if it's broken.
That's so kind of you. I'm going to make some tea now.
It will be enough until the next time you forget it, you old bat. I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Do you need any...
Rest assured, I will help you, sir.
You're...
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps...
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reid. I will not forget your gesture, I swear.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crate.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumor has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know...
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum.
Okay, I
Oh,
believe
it's
you
run
made
by
a
a very
wrong
nice
There is
decision.
no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm good.
It's time to confess, Martin. You've exploited Miss Gillingham's weakness to your own advantage, have you not?
All I've done is smile at her and be kind to her. I've done no other harm than giving her what she needed. This is no crime.
You really are convinced you did nothing wrong. Young man, you are a fascinating case of shameless selfishness.
You can blame my folks for that. They taught me never to expect nothing from anyone except lies.
So it's bad parenting then? How convenient. Where are your parents?
6 feet under, I suppose. When the flu had weakened my father enough for him to be too weak to punch me, I figured it was time to run away.
Is that why you let them die of the flu? Because your father was beating you?
When the epidemic started, last summer. I beg...
Do you have any regrets about what happened?
I haven't got regrets.
Okay.
But sometimes, I'd like to make sure that...
Goodbye. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, I can finish here if I want to. That would give me access to this. Let's talk to her.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reid.
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me?
Oh no, I don't gossip.
Who are the more...
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Is anyone taking care of you?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Why, I would never...
Enid, listen to me. You must not trust Martin Nightingale.
Martin reminds me so much of my Jack. I've not seen him here in quite some time.
Martin is not your son, Miss Gillingham. He's...
No, Martin is not my son. My son's name is Jack. He always takes...
Please listen. Martin is a young man who extorts money from you. Because of your vulnerability, miss.
What are you attempting, Dr. Tippett? If this is some kind of new experimental procedure, well, I do not like it.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack takes good care of you, Miss Gillingham.
He does indeed. My Jack is the best son a mother could ask for.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Alright, so let's go here first.
The wet boots shouldn't be fighting a challenge. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Okay, but to give him the bottles. Okay, so right. Okay, now how did I get here? I think I will go back to town later.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so now for the other quests. There it is. And character rate. Taking the long empty.
This is not the place for you, sir.
Means someone's serious about keeping people out.
Stop! Right now!
Oh.
Don't have to start with the dark.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further. Giselle's stolen money. Prewen has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Yes. Quickly take your money back and then we'll done with the side quest. So here I believe.
problems elsewhere.
Okay, no regeneration. No.
A vampire kills in utter silence.
I feel like I'm lost over here. Yeah, here it is.
Glad to see you again.
Goodbye.
Alright, how do I find her sister? Here she is.
You again?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their...
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged...
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Jill.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about...
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighbourhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the wet boot boy.
Who killed him?
No.
Who killed...
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason.
Why does that upset...
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another...
Well, I'll leave...
Okay, so that's 3 side quests done. Can go back to Thomas and let me see if I can reach him. Okay, I will give it one try and then we'll end this episode over here. Yeah. Sure, but actually work.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reid.
Why?
I work at the
Oh, the span...
The disease...
It's Mrs... Please don't stay too long, sir.
Alright, let's just talk to her and...
So you have...
Yes.
Forgive my rude...
How is...
Life as always.
Do you think
Don't know.
violence has always...
And selfishness is...
May I ask what...
Since my husband died, I work...
Did your husband...
Oh no. My Jack was a docker.
How do you pay the rent?
My Seymour works at the dock.
Goodbye, Miss... It's locked.
Okay, let's just get done with it.
Welcome back, Doctor.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reid, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your...
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Tell me about your arrest for...
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to...
So you mean your customers know about your...
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge.
Do you think prison changed you?
Oh, I don't know about that.
But do you feel...
All I know is that I'm a...
Okay.
You attempted murder.
I was given an order to kill.
Why did you...
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the...
So you were ordered to kill...
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but... I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite.
You've had a sad, violent and...
No, not really. I had friends.
Why not leave town and start...
I grew up in the East End.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and...
As long as poverty...
Don't you feel...
I've made peace with...
Sabrina...
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger.
Goodbye, Mr.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Alright guys, that's it for this episode. Until then, like and subscribe and see you next time.